Alright, so how to co-parent with a narcissist or just co-parenting with a difficult person in general. This was a good ass question I got from one of my subs, so I appreciate that. And really it's some shit that I wanted to talk about. So when you doing this co-parenting thing with somebody who's kind of difficult to deal with, the first thing that you really need to know, gang, is that you cannot change these people. A lot of times what we do is when any problem, just in life, the human brain is designed to like just try to fix it. And we can't do that with people. You can't save nobody who don't want to be saved, and you can't change nobody who don't want to be changed. So the first thing when you dealing with a narcissistic co-parent or somebody that like makes it real hard for you, you gotta kind of take the gentle approach with yourself and just realize like, I know how this person is. I know they're difficult to deal with. And the moment I detach, which I know I talk about this shit, once I detach from the expectation of how I think this person should act and do things, that'll help you out a lot. You know what I'm saying? So first thing is just knowing like you can't change this person or, the situation as far as what they do and how they decide to handle things. But what you can control is yourself, which is gonna kind of lead me into the second point. But like I said, really to kind of drive home the first point as far as, understanding that you can't change these people, really, really take this shit to the head. And I'm telling you to let go of the expectation, detach from all of the hurt and shit that you've experienced with this person and really just expect them to be on the fuck shit. Like you kind of got to prime yourself to be surprised when they acting right. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they ain't right. So boom. Going into number two, man, which is the most important part, is like just keep that shit strictly business, and if you see me look down, I had notes so I don't get like all over the place. I can talk like a motherfucker. But you want to keep it strictly business. If you doing pickups and drop offs and shit like that, drop the kid off. If it was something that's very important, like health wise or some shit like that you need to relate to the other parent, go ahead and drop that off to them and get the fuck out of there. And like I said, really the more brief you keep it with these type people, the less room it is for shit to kind of spiral out of control. Because like I said, going back to the first point, you already dealing with somebody that you got trauma with, especially if you co-parenting with this person. I know you went through the fucking ringer. So with that being said, it's very important to kind of forgive yourself for, allowing yourself to go through that shit. And when you dropping the kid off, let go of those emotions that you have had towards the parent, from all the past shit personally that, you guys have been through and all that shit. And just keep it business, and be lenient with the other parent. I know it may seem fucked up because they be on fuck shit and you ain't really trying to hear that shit, but really, if you can, and this shit has helped me through like multiple parenting classes and shit like that I've taken, if you can just think about the other parent and some good shit that they do. As a parent, I know you think they are a shitty man. You think they the worst woman in the fucking world. She's scandalous. He is just trifling. I know. Trust me, I fucking know. But as a parent, are they bringing the child to the fucking drop-offs? Is the child clothed? Are you know that the mother or the father feeds the kids, they taken care of? As a parent, if you can look at them from that lens, as this person that I hate they fucking guts personally, but they're a good parent. You know what I'm saying? Shit's been rough, but they trying it coming around. Do that. And it helps both 2 points that I've already made. It helps make those even more simple for you, because this whole thing about dealing with this narcissistic co-parent situation, you're gonna have to release this shit. Like that's really the key to this. You don't want to harbor all of these fucked up ass emotions and situations that y'all been through. So by knowing that you can't change the person, you put them on the island by themselves. And by keeping it business at the drop-offs and shit like that, not looking for too much of an interaction, not looking for to tell them how wrong they were about the last shit that they did or whatever they texting you, and like all of the harassing, creepy, weird ass shit that you may endure, leave that shit, to the side, because like I said, we know we can't change them and we only doing this shit on a business basis. So I'm not your friend. I'm just, we share this kid together and we want to make sure their well-being is the only thing that's important. So first point is understand that you cannot change this person. You cannot change people in general. once you understand that and you realize everybody ain't me, everybody don't move like me, it's gonna make shit 100 times better for you. Second point is making this shit business. You know, y'all already went through enough. It's been enough trauma, bullshit, and toxicity there. Just keep the drop-offs cut and dry. Pick up, drop off. The kid's been good this weekend, or he's been bad. Maybe you should check this, and then just leave. You know, have a good one. No hard feelings, and it's a pattern. So you may do it one time, and you may not get the result completely that you want. So you gotta keep doing this shit habitually, and then until at that point, once you do it habitually, you'll get to that point where your mind is programmed this way. You're not worrying about them. You create your own fucking galaxy. All right. And so my last point that I'm gonna make, as far as how to deal with a toxic co-parent or whatever narcissistic co-parenting situation, is not speaking bad or even harboring, like I said earlier, those ill feelings you have towards the parents around the kids. So like I said, I know that you may not agree with everything that this parent is doing. You may not like how they handle shit, but at the end of the day, just do your best to not also let those emotions bleed over to the kids, especially if they're younger. If they older, they already know. They already can see the same shit you see. If you're doing the right thing, you got a genuine heart, them kids see what the fuck you see. But if you're acting the same way, and you may not do exactly what the toxic parent is doing, but even if you are feeding into it, to a point where you get your emotions involved, the kids can see that, and then it's kind of hard for them to know what's going on, because they not adults. They know things, but they don't know. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully when they get older, they don't have to know. So again, one thing that I learned, and it's very important, all this shit is to train your mind. You're going to feel how you want, but doing these positive things and doing these reassuring things, it's going to help you detach from the negative emotions you have about the parent. So like I said, when you around the kids, even if the other parent makes you mad at the pickup or the drop off, or they did something before you got to take them back, or whatever the case may be, just like I said, man, if you got to say anything about the other parent, keep that shit positive. And again, just kind of detach your emotions from all of the trauma and shit that you went through. I know it's hard, but it has to be done. So I got a call coming in, but with that being said, it's your boy Rod Will, man. I hope this video helped you out. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Let me know what you thought in the comment section. Like, dislike, all that shit, man. Fuck with y'all later. Peace.